All right, baby. Niners 3-0. Just wrapped up that game. Wild one down to the wire. Defensive battle in the first half. It was all field goals. Um, yeah, some miscues. Good chunk of penalties. Wasn't the prettiest game. Nick Bosa gets hurt, I think, on the second offensive series. Doesn't come back. So that was a big one. Michael Williams gets hurt, but he comes back. So I was real worried at one point, like, oh, we're losing both those guys off the end. That's going to be just brutal. James Conner has a serious knee injury. I don't know if he broke something or blew out his knee, but on that tackle, I think Elliott went down. He played a good game. Jordan Elliott went down and hit his knee when, not on purpose or anything. It's just like collateral damage for football. But hard fought battle. Mac Jones, will start with the Niners offense. Mac Jones looked better in terms of not holding the ball so much as compared to last game against the Saints. So I like that. He did get hobbled later in the game, but he was 27 for 41, 27 of 41, 284 yards, 1 touchdown. And then he had a pick. The ball might have just sailed on him, or he thought Ricky Pearsall was going to cut sooner. So that was really the one big mistake that he made. He got sacked once for 2 yards. Unfortunately, one of those sacks led to it wasn't. He got pressured in the end zone. Pooney held, that was a weak call. So they called a safety on us toward the end of the game. But we'll go through the drives here in a second. Like last week, the opening series, we didn't do well. I think we were 3 and out, and then we were 3 and out on the second drive too. So hopefully if Mac's still going to be there, we get that sorted so the offense is humming. I know Shanahan likes to script those plays, so I just wonder why we struggled the last 2 games with Mac being there. Christian McCaffrey, again, another heavy. This reminds me of week 1, not as bad. So he had 17 carries, 52 yards, 3.1 average. Niners run game is hurting. Brian Robinson Jr. had the best run of the day, 19 yards. So he only had 2 carries, 22 yards. But yeah, I don't know if it's McCaffrey doesn't have the explosion. The line's not opening up big enough holes. But then McCaffrey came in for 10 receptions for 88 yards. 35 touches? 27 touches. That should be simple math. 10 plus 17, my bad. I was looking at Ricky Pearsall's receptions. I think that's what threw me off. Heavy day for McCaffrey. Good fantasy day for y'all, except he didn't get a touchdown in there. So, over 130 yards and then 10 receptions. So if you're in a PPR league, that looks good for you. Ricky Pearsall was the man. He one of the drives which we should have scored on, we didn't. I want to say he had 4 or 5 catches, so he finished with 8 receptions, 117 yards receiving. Mac and him, real good connection. Pearsall had a great over-the-shoulder catch on a 4th and 2, so that was super solid. So you got Pearsall, McCaffrey, and then our third receiver was Kendrick Bourne, 4 receptions, 38 yards. And then, you had Tonjes, who had a big catch in the game-winning drive. So he had 2 receptions for 21 yards. And then our boy, Niners fans, Juszczyk had the touchdown. So 1-yard touchdown. It was a good play, almost like a naked bootleg on the goal line. And nobody's on Juszczyk, and he comes up big. So he's one of those heart and soul guys for the 49ers. We went for it on 4th down, I think once or twice. When you get it, you're a hero. When you don't get it, you're a goat. So going for it so close to the end zone, I get it, but we got 0 points on that. And so, I don't know. But I appreciate Shanahan being aggressive. If we would have lost and he didn't go for it, I probably would be like, he needs to go for these things. So we came out with the win. So I'll take that. Offense looked okay. Offensive line, they were all right. Colby, the rookie, he was starting for March today at left guard. He had a holding call. He let Sweat get past him, which, Sweat's a monster, so I'm not going to hold that one against the rookie. I hope he learns from it. So that was early in the game. Sweat gets past him. Trent Williams, good as always. McKivitz did really good job, our right tackle, on that run for Brian Robinson. McKivitz was out there. He broke a big block. So Robinson Jr. could get more yardage. Pooney was okay. There was a couple mistakes in there. I think that felt like a phantom holding call in the end zone. I feel like Pooney held him before it got to the end zone. But so be it. Brendel had a big block downfield later on our game-winning drive when it was a little screen pass to McCaffrey, and we had 3 offensive linemen already down there. So Brendel was like leading the way, knocking fools over. So good job right there. Decent scheme. Yeah, I mean, Brock was not running for his life. He can't. He's not fast like Brock. I missed that a little bit of Brock, but I think Mac Jones' arm looked really good. He's got a nice touch. Hitting these guys 27 of 41 is not fantastic, but he had to make some plays, try to make some plays. But yeah, overall, okay showing from the Niners offense. I hope we can get more explosive. All 3 games Niners have been in feel like they come down to the wire against the Saints, against the Seahawks, and then the Seahawks just dismantle the Saints today. I think they had 21 points in like 6 minutes of the first quarter. So that was pretty wild to see that the Saints weren't toe-to-toe with us. Defensively, Fred Warner, the Predator, he's everywhere. I mean, he's always in plays. He has a big knockdown. I think, again, defense to save the game. 3rd down, he jumps up, knocks the ball down. So then, Cardinals have to punt. Winters had moments. He's flashed all over the field, too. We got a little lucky on some of these Cardinal miscues. Marvin Harrison Jr. drops a wide open. I think the pass even hit him in the breadbasket. That should have been an easy one. Their 3rd running back, DeMarco, I think that's his name. He dropped another one. So you just have these miscues. The Cardinals field goal kicker misses a field goal. That should have been an easy one on I think it was their opening drive or their second drive. So, but Niners are taking advantage of these things. So I'll give them credit for that. The rookie I want to highlight today is Mykel Williams. Man, that guy is a beast of a man. When you see him standing next to people, but he's coming in, he's playing hungry. He threw, I don't know if it was Connor or one of the other running backs. He went in and threw the guy to the ground. He's chasing people, clogging things up. I like that. The other rookie, Alfred Collins, he looked good to me too. Saw him in a lot of plays. Upton Stout made a big play towards the end of the game. Didn't allow the receiver, I can't remember if that was Harrison or not, to catch the ball, but he was in there, had his hand in there, and as the receiver hits the ground, the ball pops out. So yeah, that was a huge play for us. So Warner had 11 tackles, 2 pass deflected. That was big. D. Winters, 8 tackles. He deflected a pass. You got the safety Siegel, 7 tackles. In the beginning, Jason Pinnock was in some plays, looking like he wanted to lay the hammer down. I like what I'm seeing from Bryce Huff, just like last week. I saw him more this time. He played more with Bosa being out. But he had a sack, tackle for loss, 1 pass defended, and 5 tackles. So Huff was all over the stat line. In the beginning, Jair Brown flashed on the screen a few times for me. It just was tough because Kyler Murray's so fast. You get pressure on him, he just scrambles and gets around it. So, credit for him to get out of there. Jordan Elliott. He was in a lot of plays too. I mean, only 3 tackles, but I think in terms of his presence and helping clog up the middle, I really liked what Elliott was doing. Mykel Williams, like I mentioned earlier, again, 2 tackles, 1 for loss, but as you see his presence in there, knocking blockers out of the way, getting pressure so another teammate can come in and make that tackle. So if I just look at the drafting of Williams, Collins for today, and Upton Stout. So far, really good draft class. And then you got Corby, I believe that's his name, or Colby, the left guard. He's in there starting as a late round rookie, so give him credit there. I gave you the Niners stats, so we'll just look at the Cardinals offense a little bit. Kyler Murray, 159 yards. Kind of surprised it wasn't more than this. They had the ball so much, especially in the beginning. They had like 2/3 of the time possession around the time we went to halftime. So 22 of 35, 159, 1 touchdown, got sacked 1 time. James Conner, he ends up getting hurt. Before he got hurt, 9 carries, 22 yards. Benson came in to be the primary runner, so he had 10 carries, 42 yards. And then Murray scrambled at least 6 times, 37 yards. Receivers-wise, nobody super stands out here. I'm going to give it to McBride. He had 8 targets. He caught 5 of them, and he caught the 1 touchdown, 43 yards. Marvin Harrison had the 3 receptions, 44 yards, had a huge drop. Huge, huge drop. I mean, those are the ones that just they just really, really hurt your team. So Niners capitalize. I'll take it. Special teams game with Eddie Pinheiro making those kicks. So games on the line. Our offense in that last quarter, those last 5 minutes, had 2 really good drives. There was 3 really good drives in that fourth quarter. We just didn't capitalize on one of them. And then Mac Jones, really nice touch passes, finding his guys, and we get down there, and Pinheiro kicks the game winner. So love that. One more thing about Mac Jones. I believe it was our 3rd drive, so just going back, I thought this was pretty special. 4 straight passes. He hits 4 different receivers. I think he went Pearsall, or no, he went MVS, Pearsall, and then Kendrick Bourne. And then it was either McCaffrey or one of the tight ends. I thought that was cool that he's not locked in on one person. He's spreading it around. And I think that helped Pearsall with his moves. Pearsall really taking over later in the game. So that's my review for week 3, 49ers. Super happy about that. On top of the division, baby. So, all right, Niner fans, enjoy it. If you didn't check the game, watch the highlights, watch the replay. But we'll see you next week after week 4. Take care.